Hello, Dr. William Berger here from Northeast Medical Practice. I wanted to talk to you for a moment about the truth about retatrutide. This weight loss medication has been in the news quite a bit and also all over social media. And I want to tell you about how it works, how well it's done in clinical trials, but also the dangers of obtaining it on a gray market basis. So, this compound is what's called a triple agonist medication. So it's a peptide hormone mimicking medication like semaglutide, which is Ozempic or Wegovy, and also tirzepatide, which is Zepbound or Mounjaro. But semaglutide works on just the GLP-1 receptor. Tirzepatide works on two, GLP-1 and another gut hormone receptor called GIP. While retatrutide, as I said, is a triple agonist medication. It works on GLP-1, GIP, as well as the glucagon receptor. And in the phase 3 clinical trials conducted using the medication created by the Eli Lilly company, the same people who brought us tirzepatide, we are seeing at 80 weeks about 28% weight loss. At 104 weeks, we are seeing as much as 30% weight loss. This is really the greatest degree of weight loss we've ever seen with medications and is approaching or really in the realm of bariatric surgery weight loss results. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, so tirzepatide, Zepbound Mounjaro, which is currently the big kid on the block, yields about 20-21% weight loss after 1 year at the maximum dose tolerated. And semaglutide, which is Wegovy or Ozempic, yields somewhere on the order of 13-14% weight loss. Now, as you know, these are blockbuster drugs in and of themselves, and anything above 5% weight loss is considered clinically significant. But retatrutide would really be a significant advancement even over tirzepatide. And the advantage that it has is that by activating the glucagon receptor, it actually increases your metabolic rate, your ability to burn fat, and it also seems to preserve muscle mass to a greater extent than tirzepatide or semaglutide. So for this reason, it's becoming really popular, especially in the weightlifting space. But you might say, well, how can people get it if it's not yet FDA approved, and in fact not approved by any government agency in any country around the world for use as a medicine? Well, that's because there's a gray market for this, primarily in China, but in other countries as well, where they've taken the chemical structure, which is publicly known through the patent process, and synthesized it on their own and are making this available as what's labeled as a research grade compound for research purposes only. But we know very well, and I hear about this in some of my patients too, that people are using it as a medication, even though it's only listed as a chemical reagent, essentially, or a chemical structure that is only for research purposes. So, number of potential problems with that. So, if you are getting the compound from overseas in that gray market fashion, you don't know about the accuracy of the dosing. You have no idea whether it's actually lower or higher than what's written on the vial. You don't know if there are chemical impurities, such as heavy metals, and you also don't know about its sterility. Are there any bacteria that don't belong in there? And basically, you're taking an unknown substance of unknown safety and injecting yourself with it if you use this chemical as a medication. So I'm very much against any patient, and I of course advise my own patients not to be engaging in this practice. Hopefully, none of them are not. None of them are at this moment because of those issues. Now, if we are a little bit patient, hopefully the medication will actually get its way through the FDA approval process, and by that I mean the actual medication produced by Eli Lilly, and we will have it available in the United States in a pharmaceutical grade fashion with the appropriate safety, efficacy, and manufacturing practices that you would expect from an FDA approved pharmaceutical. So, in the meantime, let's all be patient. Please don't use any of these research grade chemicals from overseas that are really of questionable quality. If you'd like to learn more about how we here at Northeast Medical Practice, and by the way, I am boarded in obesity medicine by the Obesity the Board of Obesity Medicine. We have a very comprehensive weight management program. We focus on lifestyle, but do use medicines as needed. We are located in Great Neck, New York on Long Island. You can reach us at 516-604-3418, online at northeastmedicalpractice.com, through our various social media channels, including our YouTube channel, and also my LongevityMD podcast on Spotify, where I interview other physicians and clinicians who are experts in their fields about various health optimization topics, including weight management. But remember that everything I share on these videos is for educational purposes only. No doctor-patient relationship has been formed, and if you have specific questions or concerns about your health, please do reach out to your medical professionals. However, until we see each other next time, be careful, only use the FDA-approved medications for weight loss, and be in good health.